We're at the Kelsey Theater in Lake Park, Florida, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, for Full Throttle Pro Wrestling. One of the wrestlers on the show tonight, unbelievable job. Tell you what, she wrestled. She also's got that gift for gab. This is awesome. Lacey Lane is here. Lacey, how did you get started in pro wrestling? What's your story?
Well, actually, I want to start off by saying I was a college basketball player. So college was my thing throughout high school, through college and everything. But I've always been a fancy for wrestling. So once I was done, we won the national title in 2012. I needed a new goal and a new experience for myself, a new challenge. So I thought, why not wrestling? It's impactful. I can look good. I can talk. I can entertain. I can just be about people and impact people's lives. So. Funny story, I was actually working at Under Armour and ran into Devon's son, where he introduced me to Bubba and Devon's school, where I enrolled in Team 3D, and ever since I'm here at Full Throttle and just carrying on the journey.
Team 3D Academy in Kissimmee, Florida. So where did you play your basketball? High school and college?
I played at Winter Park High School in Winter Park, Florida. I went to Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then that's where I came back here in Orlando to pursue wrestling.
When you're in college and you're playing basketball, what is it like for you as an athlete? Because other than WNBA or maybe going to Europe, there's not many opportunities there. So did it come to a point for you where, okay, my basketball career is over, now let me do something else?
Well, actually, I was going to pursue mine overseas in Asia somewhere. I had several offers to go there, but I decided that on my body personally, for my knees, it wasn't the right decision because it was very impactful, it was very harsh on them. So I wanted to extend my career and try to build somewhere else where I'd be more successful. So I ended up just choosing wrestling after there. It was a different change, to be honest, because basketball is completely a different sport, you know. But I also was prepared because I was such a high athlete there that when I came into wrestling, the transition was a little bit easier for me.
When you're doing the training, which is what we're going to get to, what is that like? Because basketball training, a lot of conditioning to get through the game and everything like that. What is it like pro wrestling training and trying to adapt to that?
Well, the transition was actually kind of easy for me because in basketball you do a lot of lateral movements, you do a lot of conditioning for yourself, but the only difference was that you have to worry about other people. It's not just your life now that you're worried about. In basketball, it was a self thing, it was all about me, but now you have to participate with others and work well as others with the team and be strong, just as strong, not only with your own weight, but someone else's. Was
it hard to say goodbye to basketball?
It still is. I still find myself out there shooting, but I mean, I love it. When I stepped in the ring, that's like, I knew I belonged there. Like, when I stepped on the court, I was there, but I finished my journey, I won a ring, I was a national champion. Now I'm here, I'm trying to gain all the championships I can and set my new journey for myself.
Did you, growing up, have a favorite basketball team and player?
I was Orlando Magic fan, a diehard Magic fan when it was Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway. That was my thing. I used to go with my grandpa and he got me into it, and you know, it's kind of an inspiration for me. You know, Allen Iverson being short, I was short. I was like the smallest person in the country during the Nationals.
Lacey, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
5'2". Did you play point guard?
I did, but I felt like I was 6'4" at heart, so I was 1 and 2, sometimes 3. I can shoot really well, and I wasn't afraid to back up down a big 6-foot player. Like, I don't have any fear, no.
Which this transitions well to what you're doing now, going up against wrestlers of all different sizes and all. How does that make you feel, that the competitiveness and being able to do that and go against different heights, different weights?
Well, even though I'm new in this sport, I've actually had the opportunity to wrestle a man already, John Cruz, and I've had several matches with him. And then other being Trisha Dora, who's bigger than me, Kennedy Brink. All these girls are way bigger than I am. The only thing I can say is that it makes me train harder, it makes me work harder, and I don't fear anyone who's bigger than me, smaller than me, faster, more experienced, because at the end of the day, I'm always working harder to be better than I was yesterday, which means I'll always try to be better than everyone today.
Team 3D Academy, what can you say about it and about the training you're getting there?
That is a phenomenal experience. I would give advice to anyone who's looking to go there to give that school a try, because Devon and Bubba have made history and made a very big impact in WWE, and they can give you and show you the way to go, psychology-wise, physical training-wise. We also have an amazing trainer, Dan Carr, who is phenomenal, American Gladiator, you know, arm wrestler. He knows his deal, or his stuff, so training there is like an experience like no other. You get the full out experience from psychology and the way you need to train, the way you need to eat, the way you need to diet, just your whole mental state is just a phenomenal experience.
What are your goals?
My goal eventually is to make it to WWE. Right now, my goal is to be a better wrestler and to take over the indie scene as much as I can, and to follow in the footsteps of my mentors, John Cruz and Jay Rios, and just be at the level that they are and follow the path and give them a product to be proud of, because I call myself their mini, because they do train me as well as Bubba and Devon, but character-wise and who I want to be is somewhere like them, and the status that they have traveling all over the world.
How do you describe your character, your persona, your wrestling persona?
Well, my normal character is just a hard-hitting, I don't care, I'm a carefree attitude, I'm going to work hard, I'll get in your face, no one's going to stop me from what I want, I'm going to do what I want, man or female, it's just about me. But I also have an alter ego, it's like a mask character actually, and she is the spirit resurrector. Her name is Renata Calavera. So she comes from, she's a witch hunter. So her family was killed, and now she's set on a journey to seek revenge. And the only way for her to get away from those nightmares was to train lucha. So I also am a luchador. So I have that character as well.
What have you enjoyed most so far about what you're doing?
I love the experience, being able to travel, meet people, just take knowledge from everybody else and see how this is so specially crafted and how much work that everyone puts into their individual character and how much effort that you have to go through and just how much sacrifice and time that you have to put here to make it to where you want to be. I just admire the people who put the time and the effort and the work into it, and that's the funnest part about this trip, is getting to say that I started here and I know that I'll be there to the top eventually. So
what does it say for what is happening with women's wrestling today, and you're now part of this going forward?
It's an amazing experience. When I used to watch Jazz and Trish and all of them, I used to be so excited, but then as the times change, I'm so much about equality and about girls can do what guys can do, and that it shouldn't matter what sex you are, what race you are, how big you are, that if you genuinely work that hard, if you outsmart somebody, if you just have a bigger heart, then it shouldn't matter, that you'll always get to where you want to be. So having the women's revolution now is a phenomenal experience to be a part of, because I want to make imprints. I want to set higher goals and higher bars for other girls that are following behind me as well.
And you mentioned a couple names. Did you have any favorites growing up?
I did. I took a fancy to Jazz and Trish Stratus. I was a big Stone Cold fan. Sting, when he wasn't talking at all, that was among my favorites right there.
That was one of your favorites, but you love to talk. You're a good trash talker. Sting didn't talk.
I try. I talk too fast and too much, but you know what? That's just me, and I love it.
Lacey, thank you so much.